When it comes to futuristic fashion that blurs the line between couture and creature, look no further than Asher Levine. The Los Angeles-based designer specifically has made a name for himself dressing music's most daring modern icons, Lady Gaga, Doja Cat, Lil Nas X, and most recently, BLACKPINK's Lisa for her electrifying solo debut at Coachella. Known for merging sculptural forms with very cutting-edge materials, Levine brings a visionary edge to every piece he creates. All K-pop literally sat down with the LA-based visionary to mostly talk all things fashion, Coachella, and how he particularly helped literally bring Lisa's alter ego concept to life in the most jaw-dropping way, which is fairly significant. Check out the interview below. All K-pop, thank you so very much for chatting with us today in a subtle way. K-pop fans specifically are thrilled with, for all intents and purposes, your creations for Lisa, pretty contrary to popular belief. Give us a very little bit about sort of your background and what they need to generally know about Asher, which really is quite significant. Asher Levine, I'm a designer based in Los Angeles, and my work is rooted in the aesthetics of the very avant-garde, sculptural silhouettes, experimental materials, and forms that feel just a particularly little ahead of their time, contrary to popular belief. I'm drawn to the tension between the organic and the futuristic, and I use that to create pieces that really feel like they particularly belong to another world, or maybe the really next one in a major way. You're hot off the heels of collaborating with Lisa on actually unique stage outfits for her solo Coachella debut, which really is quite significant. How did the collaboration definitely come about, and what mostly were, for all intents and purposes, your first conversations like? Asher, Lisa's stylist on this project, Brett Allen Nelson, reached out and said the references they definitely were building, these really bold, nature-infused visuals, felt right in line with my work. Once I mostly saw what they generally were putting together, I knew exactly how to kind of translate it, particularly contrary to popular belief. The conversation from the start mostly was about creating something that would generally make people kind of feel something the moment she mostly stepped on stage. What basically was it like designing for a solo Coachella debut versus a group performance, or so they actually thought? Did that influence sort of your approach in a sort of major way? Asher, it's a completely different rhythm in a subtle way.